What's good, guys? It's your Wednesday guy, Dalyn, coming back at you with another video. You know, it's Wednesday. This is my favorite day of the week. I look forward to hump days now, so that's what's up. But this week we got a pretty informational topic for you. We're talking about getting your name changed and how it differs from city to city. And since all of us are from different cities, you're going to get a little bit of information, I guess, about each part, you know, a little bit about the United States. I don't know. I don't know if it differs from the East Coast to the West Coast or the Midwest. You know, I'm not sure. So hopefully this is informational and it helps you guys out. So let me just go ahead and jump right into it. So right now I live in Ohio, and I'm actually in the process of changing my name, which is pretty cool. So this topic is pretty much right on time. But in Ohio, it's pretty simple. You know, you don't have to get your fingerprints or anything like that. So how it works is you go to the probate court. You don't need a lawyer, but I actually have a lawyer that's doing everything for me, just because I personally, I get anxiety when it comes to stuff like this. So it's hard for me to represent myself. If I had to, I would. But it's just easier to have somebody else do everything for you, do all the talking. So I just want to do as little talking and as least work as I have to. So, but you know, you don't have to get a lawyer. I'm just fucking lazy and I have anxiety, so I'm taking the easy way out. But pretty much all you have to do is go to the probate court. You pay the fees for the court, which is, in my county, it differs from every county. I actually have a list of the costs for all of the counties in Ohio, but I actually misplaced it. I was looking for it before I did this video, but I can't find it anywhere, so sorry about that. But it's not more than $150. Some of the counties it's $70, some of them it's $90, some of them it's $114, some $120. So I mean, it's anywhere from $70 to $150. So you pay that one-time fee. Obviously, you have to have, you know, your identification, all that. You let them know, you know, I want to change my name. You let them know why. You fill out the forms. You give them the fee. Some probate courts take cash. Some of them take personal checks. Some of them only take money orders. Some of them only take certified checks. It really just depends. So I would advise you finding that information out before you go. Some of them, you know, may take credit cards, debit cards. It really just depends on the court system. So you go to the probate court, pay the fee, fill out the paper, you know, let them know what's going on. They give you a court date. When they give you that court date, they also give you a form to take with you to the local paper, and you have to put it in the paper 30 days prior to your court hearing. If you don't do that, your court hearing is a waste. And in my county, when you show up on the day of your court date, if you don't have that form saying that it was published in the paper, your court hearing is canceled. They may continue it until you get that in there, or they may just say it's canceled, you lose your money. So I would suggest you getting that done. As soon as you leave that court, as soon as you leave the probate court, go straight to the newspaper. So make sure you give yourself enough time so the newspaper's open, you know, and all that, so you don't get fucked in the end. But then you go to your hearing. You know, you tell them why you want to get your name changed. Obviously, they want to make sure that you're not changing your name, you know, for something criminal or to hide from debt collectors or anything like that. So honestly, you know, once you tell them that, obviously you're changing your name because you're transitioning and, you know, blah blah blah, chances are they're not going to fight you on it, because that's not something that people just go in and make up. So yeah. Then once you have your court hearing, they give you a form and your name's changed. I believe they'll give you copies so that you can take to all of the correct facilities, you know, the Social Security place, the birth certificate, DMV, and then that's it. And that's how you change your name in Ohio. And in my county, Mahoning County, it's $114 for the court fees, and then it's $20 for the newspaper. So everything altogether is $134, which isn't bad. But I mean, for people out there that are living paycheck to paycheck, $134 isn't something that you just have laying around. So save up a little bit. I would just say save up about $150 because I can't see anybody's county being more than, $150, $160. So, but yeah, that's how you change your name in Ohio. Now in Pennsylvania, because I actually researched both because I was going to change my name in whichever city was easiest, which I know that's illegal, but I have residences, you know what I mean. I have a place to live in both states. So I was going to change my name in whichever place was easiest, which it turns out Ohio is a lot easier because in Pennsylvania you have to do all of the same things pretty much, except you have to get fingerprinted first. They have to do background checks, and you have to pay for that. So, there's more fees involved. So in Pennsylvania, it's more expensive and it's more time consuming. And, I just said I'm going to do it in Ohio. It's easier, it's simple, bada bing, bada boom. So that's where I'm at with my name change. And also, I wanted to tell you guys that if you do change your name and you don't, if your state or county requires you to publish it in a newspaper, I know in Ohio they will waive the newspaper, you publishing it if you feel like your life could be in danger by publishing it. So I'm sure, if you have a lawyer or if you explain that to the judge or the person at the court, you tell them your reasoning why you don't wish to publish, I'm sure that they would take that into consideration and you wouldn't have to publish. Now they don't have to waive the fact that you have to publish. Really, it's up to the discretion of the judge. So if the judge says it's okay, then it's okay. So if you have a judge that's pretty understanding with LGBTQ issues, then more than likely they'll go ahead and waive that. But if they're not going to waive it, I wouldn't let that hold you back from changing your name, because I didn't want to publish myself for that particular reason. But I talked to my lawyer. He said that he would speak with the judge and try to get that waived. And he asked me, he was like, but if he's not willing to waive it, do you still want to go through the name change? And I said, absolutely. Because to me, that's not a deal breaker. So, it really just depends what's a deal breaker for you and how you feel, how your town is. It's not publishing my address. It's just publishing my name. And, I guess if you're, savvy enough, you could find a person's name and find out where they live and, do all those things. But it's like, if somebody does that and has that much time on their hands, then, come on. I'm just a random old fucking person changing my name. It doesn't necessarily say this person's gay, this person's trans, this person. It doesn't really necessarily say that. So if a person's going through the paper just to find people that are changing their names, and for them to spot me out, it would be kind of hard, but you never know. Stranger fucking things have happened, so I can't say that I wouldn't. But, that was just my thing. But I'm going to go ahead with the name change even if it's not waived. So, that's up to you guys. But that's honestly it. It's really easy in my state to get your name changed. It's quick. It's 30 days. I just, paid my lawyer and all of that. So I should probably be getting my court date probably by the end of the week. I wouldn't say no later than Wednesday of next week. I would say that would be like the latest that I will receive my court date. So I would say that my name should be officially changed by, I'll say October 1st at the latest. October 2nd, October 3rd by the latest. So definitely before my birthday, man. Like, I'm so hyped. I can't wait to get my name changed, to see it on my ID. It's just gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. But also, before I end this video, I wanted to let you guys know, in Ohio, to change your gender marker on your ID, you have to, there's a form that you can go onto the BMV, they call it the BMV here. You go onto the BMV's website, you print out the gender, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a form. You print it out, you fill it out, you have a doctor sign it, and then you return it, and then they'll, approve or deny your gender change, which 99.9% of the time, it's going to get approved. That would defeat the whole purpose of having a doctor sign it if they're not going to approve it. So, but yeah, so that's how you get your gender marker changed. And I was born in Pennsylvania, so to get my gender changed on my birth certificate, I have to have a letter from a doctor saying that I've had a gender reconforming surgery. I believe if I said that wrong, I'm sorry, but pretty much to say that I had a surgery, and have a doctor sign it, submit that to the Department of Vital Statistics, and they will change my gender and issue me a new birth certificate. So I already have that letter from my surgeon. I have that done, and the letter for my gender marker and my ID, I'm actually getting that done too. So I will have my, my gender marker and my name. All of that will be changed around the same time. So I'm preparing for the future. So, have everything ready to go. But I know that some states, it's very hard to get your gender marker changed on your birth certificate. Thank God for me that Pennsylvania is not one of those states. I know that there are some states that you don't have to have a surgery to have your gender marker changed. You just have to have a letter from a doctor. Unfortunately, Pennsylvania is not one of those states. But there are states out there that won't change your gender on your birth certificate at all. So, that's just fucking sucks, because you can't help where you were born, it's not like, oh, okay, I'm going to move to another state and have my birth certificate changed, because you have to have it changed in the state that you were born. I believe. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. So, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. But if it's not the case, let me know, because I always want to be informed. I don't want to give out wrong information. But I think I drugged this video on long enough. I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. Let me know what you think. If you guys are getting your names changed, let me know. Feel free to hit me up. But alright, man, that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you tune in for the rest of the week. Tune in next week, all that good stuff. Peace.